or the only 2 series they've lost have been against Detonate, who obviously are the top of the group at the moment. So just wanted to put that out there for anybody who, like Tom, is feeling like they should support the underdogs. You know, just have that in your mind and think about that as we head into, yes, Vertigo, a very complex map. I feel like we've seen it in this particular region. There are still some teams who have kind of struggled to get it down. We've seen teams playing on this against CLG, and CLG just run circles around them because you have to understand this map at such a strong level. And, well, a few of those teams are still kind of finding their footing.
It's a really interesting map, and I'm so glad it's around. A lot of people aren't that keen on it, but it's going to be starting off with a bang. Oh, God, the Julie's right back in. It's going to be Haley to try and pick up anything. Unable to accomplish a bit of damage to Licious in that round. It's going to be Factor Ruby on the back foot right away on their map pick as well, of all things. A little bit of a disappointing start for them, but it's not the end of the road. They could potentially force into this, but I know how much you hate that, so hopefully they don't.
Yeah, I find it very, very risky, particularly like they haven't had the bomb plant, right? So they don't really have anything to work with. I don't think that it would be the smartest or the wisest decision. They are going to put a tiny bit of a spend. This isn't terrible. They're going to have a little bit of utility and some firepower. Catalyst possibly going to go for a more aggressive play. But overall, this lack of a buy makes a lot of sense. You want to make sure you're going to have some cash into that next round. And EG, well, so far so good.
We've seen some wild things come out with the Glocks before, but I think there's just going to be too much firepower here. Garden's going to be potentially caught off on the back foot, but the spray is going to be coming through, supported by her teammates. They make quick work. That's going to be a decent amount of money in the bank. Garden taking the majority of the kills with 3 of them, and Jess going to be able to pick up 1 there.
Oh, I was going to say, and then I totally lost my train of thought. We had the dualies, but no cowboy hats this time. Sad. Yeah, and we didn't have the dualies yesterday when the cowboy hats came out, so it's sad.
I guess we should say as well, obviously for anyone who's not up to date, CLG has been taken over by NRG, so we won't be seeing their name forward. Oh, I'm not fully sure, so just keep an eye out on Twitter for updates on that. But we move on. Licious. MP9 in hand, be going up against the full by Sam. This is, a little bit of a spicy one here. Haley's going to have to go in for an interesting peek over towards the cement bags. It's not going to work out though. Licious with the first kill. Piggy is traded off. Catalyst's going to have to back off. We slow down.
Good read from EG. I mean, they figured that there would be almost no utility to clear sandbags, so take a more aggressive hold towards that ramp position and absolutely dominate it. But now that we've traded 1 for 1, Factor Ruby making the right call, playing more passive, and it pays off.
It just fell straight into crosshairs. Milky going down. It's obviously going to be the bonus round for EG, trying to convert that over. They've already lost 2 players. They are in a deficit in regards to players at the moment, but they have got 2 rounds on the board. If they can get this one, it'd be great. If not end of the world. Haley's going to be flashed. Her teammate's going to be going down. Garden finds 1. Jess with a nice trade-off. Down on the equalized players now, but firepower is in the hands of Factor Ruby. They're going to have to get the bomb down. 30 seconds left. He's going to be backing off. Trying to hold over the shoulder. The nade comes through, gets the kill. The molly as well, a little bit too late. The spray comes out, but Haley's got no bullets. She fumbled. And unfortunately, that fumble is going to cost them the round.
That is honestly the worst feeling in the world. There have been so many times where, even in my own games, I'll be in these 1v2s and no one says anything. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me I had no bullets? It's not their job. You've got to pay attention. You've got to be able to get that reload through. And I know you're focusing. It's 2v2. You need this round. You need to start getting some more cash in the bank, rounds on the board. And unfortunately, in the heat of the moment, it didn't come through. So unfortunately, that's another round lost for Team Factor Ruby. And of course, that's going to put them back down onto upgraded pistols. Not ideal by any measure. And already Piggy has the AWP in her hands.
Wondering if she's going to pop off tonight. Would be nice. Nice end of the week. Solid set of games yesterday and also earlier. If you're being able to win that fight was pretty interesting. Pretty intense, Jess. Initial peek. You have to be careful. They might be Tech 9s, but enough of those bullets can easily hammer you down. Oh, Garden. Easy kill into Mama Alien, who, although we call her a substitute, she's been here for 4 out of 5 games. Sorry, 3 out of 5 games so far. Interesting to see. Oh, Spray's going to be coming through. Jess is going to be able to pick up multiple. That last player left alive is going to be Catalyst. And just to go back on what I was saying there, it is going to be 4 out of 5. I don't know why it's doubting myself.
Unfortunately, now Catalyst, last one alive. Unlikely she's going to get too much done here. Bomb plant in the previous round meant that they were able to get these upgraded pistols. But obviously that's not looking as far long-term as they could be. 4 round losses in a row, though. They'll be able to buy in pretty healthily into the next round, so it's not going to be a huge issue short-term. And hopefully they can start to bring things back in their favor as we move on. And poor Piggy, no one is walking into her crosshairs. She's posted up. She's waiting. She's got the op. She's made the investment. She's ready. And no one wants to come play. That's the worst feeling in the world.
Well, maybe she puts out some more invites. She'll have to have a couple of victims for her way. It's going to be Catalyst with an AWP buy into this round. I'm not seeing her AWP skills as of yet, so interested to see what she's going to be able to do. Piggy with the first initial shot. There we go. They come to the party. Unfortunately, they're sent home packing almost immediately. You know, on the other side, Catalyst, Reef, waiting for any kind of opener, any kind of aggression down into the spot. But Milky's not going to give it to them. Outside of just a single nade drop down. Back to Ruby. Going to be under a lot of pressure right now. Down to 3 players. They need to try and even the odds right now. Maybe Pippi's going to be able to do this. Going in for this mid play at the moment. That step may well have given away her position. That's going to be Piggy coming in towards the mid position. From A. Might be able to find it, but it's going to be tantalizingly slow. You can see the edge of Jessica's gun there. The shots come through. Information. Pippi now going to be playing with fire. Quite literally is going to be holding back. We've got 45 seconds left on this. Flash going to be coming out from Jess. A little bit of a redundant one. Too sure what it was worth. Still going to be going in for this. Unfortunately, Jess going to rip her head off. This is not looking good whatsoever. Licious may well burn alive, and doesn't matter how close she is to that monitor. She has to put her smoke down, and that's going to allow Milky to pick up those kills.
Really sad thing is that that player that Jess managed to get the kill onto was about to walk into Piggy's sightlines, and I was like, oh, Piggy gonna do a thing. No. Kill stolen. Unlucky. And that was a pretty expensive round, obviously. Team Factor bought into the AWP as well. Catalyst not able to make anything happen with that, and now they're going to be in a little bit of a broken situation. They can still get AKs. There's still a decent amount of utility. Catalyst going to be buying into the scout, so they got to hit those headshots, but there's definitely some firepower there.
Good first initial damage. Catalyst may well have been tagged down, but she also tagged Piggy with a scout, so I'll take that as a win any day. If they can actually try and convert that kill later on, it'll be useful. Reef playing rather aggressive here. The information that she's sitting here isn't out there though, so she still has a chance. 20 bullets in the magazine, that's plenty enough. You don't need to be reloading at that point. Although it could well have done without having pushed up so far. She was the first one to go in for the burst there. Haley peeking around the corner, goes for the initial shots. Nothing is landed. Nades come through, and that's Catalyst lost. That's unfortunate. And Milky's still going to be playing a little bit aggressive, going to be switching back on over. Realizing the position's being given away. Reef has got to be careful there. That is a position that is highly wall-bangable. Milky's going to be going in for the peek, and oh, Haley jumps right into her crosshairs. The kill comes through. Pippi in towards mid to punish Jess. Nice trade-offs compared to the last round. Managed to get a kill. Quite sure what they're going to be able to achieve here. They're struggling to try and find any openings, but B is going to be the contender. Garden will be sitting on the side at the moment, waiting for them to come in. The flash comes out from one of her teammates. She goes in for the informational play. Can't find any initial shots. Bomb does get tapped. Reef with the kill. That's good. Milky's on over. Looking to try and frag out here. Finds one. That's going to be Mama Alien going down. Milky switches on over, but Reefy She gets a kill. Gets the second one as well. It's going to be Pippi with one of her own. The first round finally on the board. 6 rounds in.
Good post plant. That was actually starting to look a little dicey, but managed to clear out that B site quite nicely for themselves. After Milky pulls away from that sandbags position, it gives quite an opening for them to move up and get in, you know, on the other side, right? So they rotate away, get to the next site. Milky has to rotate all the way. And they managed to get the bomb down, and at that point, they've managed to set up a really good crossfire for themselves. Need to be seeing a little bit more out of that.
Good lane. Reef really coming alive. That initial kill from Pippi in towards mid was massive. Catalyst with the initial smoke bang even. She's going to get pushed. Licious is having none of this. She's got it for a double, but she's going to get denied. Haley with the trade. They've lost control of the orb. They have to play fast into this. Try to capitalize on the mistakes of EG. Pushing very aggressive and losing a player. Plus, Milky, she's on 10 HP right now. That wall bang, well, smoke bang rather, almost nearly took her out there. You can see this rotation's come through. Still a little bit slow for my liking. Guns now going to be locked into position on those B stairs. There's no flash. They're going to go down in a blaze of glory. No!
Ooh.
Mama hitting the headshot to body shot of the Galil there. Absolutely fantastic. Haley pushing up aggressive. The information should be coming out from this. Pippi's going to be late. Haley going to be on site. She should be heard. No! Hang on.
Ooh.
Jess. Jess has apparently not got any headphones on. Didn't realize there's a player coming up behind her. Bomb's going to be going down. Wallbang misses from Milky. She can't quite swing out far enough. Mama onto Piggy, and oh my god, I'm losing track of them. Really well played.
That's B-side starting to look a little bit better for Factor Ruby. They're getting a little bit more value, a little bit more done there. I think, like you were saying, right, Evil Geniuses take a really aggressive approach in that round, and Team Factor have realized that that's what they're starting to do. So they, instead of trying to match that aggression, they pull back. They wait until Evil Geniuses walk into their crosshairs. And they get themselves a nice little opening pick, start the rotation again, right? Because it starts over towards ramp, and then they move over towards that B site, get that bomb down, and once that post plant's in position, EG starts to struggle.
See if Piggy's going to be able to do anything with this AWP this time. 3 kills so far with it, if I'm correct in saying. Milky's coming clutch massively, being in a really crucial position behind the cement bags and being able to play it dominantly with the help of her teammates, Jess. I have questions from that last round. She was stuck on the site. The team were a little bit too slow on the response, but she did not hear the player drop down behind her. Aggression going to be coming out. Piggy's going to be able to get the first kill. Haley goes down. Smoke in return, denying any visibility. Wall bang through it. Does come through. Catalyst has to be careful. She's jumping up. Her head's going to be exposed. Milky!
Ooh.
Usually going to be able to win those duels, but not this time round. Catalyst almost throwing away the opportunity, but plays back down onto the ramp instead of trying to jump on those cement bags. Makes a big difference.
EG getting very impatient here, but I think they've read into this B hit. They know that B is where they struggle, so they're going to try to shut this down.
Mama going to be the entry fragger here, and that's exactly what she does. Gun goes down, the spray comes through. Jess with the trade. Pippi on towards mid though, going to be able to go big. Comes up behind, runs out, bullets clock in hand. Still dies. Makes it a 2-on-1. Licious. Who's going to be able to win these duels, but Catalyst with the position is able to get the headshot onto Licious.
Very nicely played there. Again, B site. So good. Rotations from EG take a little bit too long to come in. But TFR have done this 3 rounds in a row now. Surely EG now... Okay, there you go. Timeout comes through. And I think they're going to say, in this timeout, they've done this 3 times in a row, guys. And obviously now we'll start to see some adaptations come through. Maybe they're either going to go even more aggressively, but more like in a death ball style, so that they're not kind of 1-for-1 walking into crosshairs. They're able to kind of swing on each other, buddy system, that whole shenanigan. Or they're going to start playing like defenders, right? Take a more subdued approach, you know, wait, because TFR have to push into them eventually because they have to get the bomb down. So you can play slightly more passive. You can allow them to take some of that space. We're curious to see which one EG do go with. Of course, their economy is in a bit of a messy situation now, so not too much expected to come out of this round, but into the next, that's where the real questions will be.
Seeing how close Licious is to that monitor is just so comedic. So funny to me.
I know.
They're gonna be charging. PP is gonna be sipping the Kool-Aid and running away. Rotation comes on through over towards the B site, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do too much about this execution. Haley playing counter flash. While she's looking over that position as well as checking out that spot. She almost ends up dying to one of her own teammates, Molly's. At this point, it should be called out that she should not be playing this aggressive angle. Milky might just be able to catch her off. She swings a little bit further out towards that entryway. It's going to be difficult. More damage comes through. Haley's going to be low, all the way down to 0 because Milky hits the headshot. EG want to make this as costly as possible, and so far they're at least finding 1 kill. They need to try and find at least 1 more to do real damage, but oh, there we go. Licious. USB in hand gets a second. That's what you want to see. Bomb still going down, and well, it's going to be more money in the bank for Factor Ruby, but at least 2 of them went down.
They're doing well, and bearing in mind that this is their map pick, so nice to see them really showing up. I mean, I was checking. We were at 5-0, and the entirety of Team Factor Ruby had 3 kills, and it was in that round that they turned it back, and that's when they started winning. So hey, you know what? If it works. Give up a couple of rounds, get your groove going, get the feeling right, and then just start slapping.
It's definitely nice seeing some of these plays. I think Catalyst has some spice to her. Some of the angles she's been taking have been pretty good. Some of the ability of being able to actually execute on them have been a bit of a struggle at times, but we're still very early doors, so I'm waiting to find out more. Oh.
Also, this is kind of what I was expecting after that timeout. EG, instead of playing aggressive, hold back, hold their angles.
Oh,
see if it works out.
Oh god, that's so brutal. You're gonna be so annoyed if you're Factor Ruby because that angle is just impossible to properly peek. You have to specifically go for a boost spot to get it. Piggy gonna kill Pippi. It has been really good. Pippi and Piggy. That's going to get confusing. Getting that initial kill is really good. Pippi's been good at being able to open up that mid position. You know, inconsistently, but at least being able to do a heal there. Haley's going to be going in for the entry again. Garden gets the first kill. Going in for the second one as well. Doesn't make it work because Reef is here, and she's been slaughtering so far. Jess going to be backed up by a teammate. Haley's going to be the last one left alive. 1 HP! She gets 1. Piggy with the trade-off.
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking needed to happen, right? They took that timeout. They were like, we need to stop playing so aggressively. They're waiting for us, and they're just cutting us off 1 by 1, and we're kind of just handing kills over. This time around, they play more passive. Licious plays a slightly off angle, so no one's really expecting her to be there. It's not like an off angle. She's just like slightly to the right. But again, no one's really expecting her to be there. So she gets that opening kill, and it's exactly the catalyst they needed to set things in motion.
Couple of pistols. Haley's going to be able to find that initial. Okay. This actually has some legs to it. They need to get the bomb down, get that extra money in the bank, as well as just the position. They haven't been able to recover any rifles yet. Piggy does get Haley. Molly's going to be denial. That nade should find a kill into Reef. There we go. Also tags with another one down heavily. That second nade doesn't quite make it all the way. Ashley stays alive with 1 HP. They're going to be pushing. The spray down should find them, but they could have been playing Ring of Roses. Oh, Milky can't be missing so many shots. Mama's going to be last one left alive, and it's going to be Milky with the pistol. Bragging out. 12 kills to her name. Currently should be leading the board by quite a bit. She is.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Tech 9 rushes are the most fun rounds to watch, and no one can convince me otherwise. But unfortunately, they're not terribly effective. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you can make it work, right? They manage to get all the way in and get the bomb down, and that's one of the main objectives of a strategy like this. But ultimately, you know, It's not going to get too much more. They also keep it relatively expensive for EG. EG haven't really been able to build up much of an economy bank because it's been somewhat back and forth. So they're starting to do that early damage. And again, EG playing safe, not peeking into these rifles, into that AWP, and allowing Team Factor Ruby to push in and taking full advantage.
Catalyst not able to find what she was looking for down here. There is a player playing towards sandbags on that ramp position. Licious. Gonna be looking to back up here. Piggy, she might be able to find this player. Haley, at the moment, gonna be on the other side of the smoke. We do see her just back off a little bit. Realizing it's a fairly dangerous game, she sees an arm. She's now locked in. She knows that they may well be playing in for the peek in. Now they've gone in for the informational play. Question is, will she get blinded out, smoked out? How far are Factor Ruby prepared to go here? A second boost could come out. That'd be really useful. B seems to be the target once again. Garden gonna be backed up this time round. She's got Jess here, looking to stay alive. Piggy with the first initial kill. The molly did nothing to deny her that ability. Now Garden in a key position once again, but the trade's not gonna go through. She goes down. Piggy has one, but denied a second immediately, but she's gonna have to go in for the trade. She finds a Reef. Cassie's gonna be playing up close and personal, but come on, get this player. Piggy, an absolute beast, picks up an ace of all things, and a no scope to boot.
What the hell was that? What? That was nuts. I mean, so TFR play that somewhat telegraphed, right? They hit B, and EG are like, we know you're going to hit B. So they've heavily stacked the site with players, and the entirety of EG are just dropping like flies left and right, and somehow Piggy with an AWP in her hand shuts it down by herself. That was nasty.
Delicious, really good spray down. Her and Milky going to be able to get a couple of extra kills. The pistols not finding their mark. The tech knife of Milky going in reverse, going to be able to find one, but Mama Alien getting a trade off, costing them at least a little bit of money. Mad props to Piggy there. That was a solid round, 5 kills and one of them being a no scope. She was playing super confident. I mean, just ever since they obviously nerfed the AWP from 10 bullets down to 5, you have to be so considerate of how you use
You're never gonna
bullets.
let that go, are you?
I mean, it's a big thing.
I don't know, man. You bring it up all the time. You've been like bringing this up for like 6 months, man. Let it go. Oh. No, you only need 5 bullets for an ace, Tom. Did you know that?
Well, technically you need less.
Yeah, I suppose if you get a nice little collab for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, back to Ruby. Gonna be wondering where it went all went wrong. Down to 4 rounds, 9 rounds on the board here for EG. 2 rounds left. Counter Garden comes through. Milky playing around the smoke perfectly, finds one, backs off. You gotta be careful on this one. Haley pushing further onto the site here. Move towards B. Flash comes out. Piggy's gonna be playing confidently, looking probably to go for the wall bang. Hits the shot. Second one comes through as Haley falls off. Ends up going down. The Catalyst, last one left alive. She goes with the peak. Headshot coming through. No. Denied. Piggy gonna be able to take care of business. Picking up a nice 3-piece.
Okay, she's on fire today. We kind of mentioned that sometimes she can be a little bit inconsistent. Today is not one of those days. She's been a monster. And I love that they've posted her up on that B site, because that's where they've struggled the most. I mean, TFR have given up on the A site. Also, it seems. I mean, they may change things up now or in the next... Well, it's the last round and a half, so... last chance to potentially make a change up. But no, it's going to be B again.
A has just been so hard. Milky's been such a solid player. If they could take her down, that'd be great. She's down to 11 HP. They just keep struggling to get a single kill here. It's always been these initial bits of damage. Ooh, Milky on the AWP. They're being towards mid. She has to try and find these kills. can make the difference for her and her team. The boost, Licious knows there's multiple players here. She's playing with them, gets a kill. Nade's going to be coming through. Doesn't manage to achieve too much, those mollies. And yeah, sound colliding together. Only losing Reef there, honestly, is super good for them. They could have lost a lot more. And talking of which, Licious, just go for the bad spray down. 1 HP again. 2 of the players similar, well, exact same spot. Realistically, just going to get tagged down heavily. Now we're down to 3.
Unreal that they keep surviving all of that damage. And they've posted up towards A. Surely they know it's going to be another B hit.
I mean, it's got to be obvious. Jess has gone for the rotation. There's 2 low players on the side of Factor Ruby, but Garden, she's only got 9 kills. She wants some more, but Jess is hungry as well. She finds one. The trade's going to be coming through, but Mama dies and gets sent packing right off the edge as Garden picks up 2. We're going to go to a quick break. Grab some popcorn, grab some drinks, and we'll be back in the second half in a moment, so don't go anywhere.
Stones in a helpful hand, broken bones in a bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. In a quiet town, bodies fall upon sacred ground. Burn a flag and a king is crowned. Coming to get you. I'm coming.
Welcome back, everybody. ESL Impact North America. And we've got Evil Geniuses playing up against Team Factor Ruby. TFR fighting for their lives here. Evil Geniuses fighting to make sure they get that decider spot. It is 11-4 in favor of Evil Geniuses, and now Team Factor Ruby have to mount a defense on their own map pick.
It's going to be difficult. I think EG are going to be coming in here with a bang. We've only got two players up for defense over towards the A site. One, realistically, actually here. Going to be Catalyst. She has got Reef now switching on over. The execution is going to be coming through. Smoke, Molly in tow. Reef is going to be completely denied here. Catalyst is going to have to go big, but unfortunately she only achieves some initial damage. Haley through the smoke. Done as well, but no kills. Reef again. Just the damage coming through. They're so low. Garden's the only one with 100 HP. 3v5. They're going to be able to take down a couple of these players with a single shot, but that's if they can actually push on in. Has to check these angles. She's not going to. Milky's going to take advantage of it. Going to be able to find the kill now. Piggy on the perfect angle as well, but Milky, she's just hungry for more. She finds one, but going to be denied. The follow-up kill there as Haley turns around just in time to get the kill. Unfortunately, Haley not keeping track of her bullets. It's going to lose the opportunity of being able to hit a headshot there. She shoots a singular bullet. And now Jess gets the kill. Second pistol round going to go in favor of EG.
Yeah, the aggression that they were showing on their CT half that wasn't working out so well. Here, this is where this is the perfect moment to pull it out the bag, particularly on that pistol round. Get right up in TFR's faces, shut them down, bomb planted, only losing 2 players. Not that it really matters that much. Okay, it gives over a little bit of cash, but who's counting? TFR, however, gonna put a little bit of spend into this off the back of those couple of kills. We'll see if they can get some results with that. Of course, they're coming up against 4 Galils. Oh, 3 Galils and an AK. That's an investment. All right. Evil Geniuses, they mean business here.
Yeah, I think they just want to get this over with. I think they want to not mess around. Pippi's going to be able to find the first kill. Good initial flash, but actually it was out from Garden. Somehow, Pippi ends up getting burnt alive. A bit unfortunate. Going down that early is going to mean that this side is going to be Milky going to be sitting on the other side of this smoke. Going to be able to find one. Going to get traded off though. Mama with the MP9. Garden with the Galil on the other side of it. It's going to be finding one. No, completely traded off. Jess. Tries it, but Catalyst. Good opportunity here to be able to take this. It's going to be Galil on Galil action. Licious has the opportunity. Takes a peek. Gets the kill. She played completely silently. Made sure her position was unknown. Undocumented.
Yeah, great timing there from Licious as well. Just to have the perfect time to swing out. Now that does, of course, basically decimate any chance of a bonus, which I think works in TFR's favor a little bit here. There's going to have to be a very strong reinvestment from EG, which long-term... Yeah, not much of a long-term left, unfortunately. If they want to make that actually mean something, they're going to have to win around and soon. Unfortunately, off the back of that force in the previous round, they're still on pistol. So these reinvestment from EG, as much as they've had to spend a lot to make it happen, the team that comes out on top, realistically, probably going to be EG.
A little bit of an update. Byte versus Saints that's going on at the moment is 6-6 at the moment. So that's the first map for them. We're much further ahead somehow. Jess gonna have an opportunity here to be able to find a multi-kill. The spray comes through, but the 5-7 too strong gets a trade-off. Haley with only USP, it's gonna be difficult to be able to try and find too much here. Here's the footsteps coming through. Reef for the headshot, almost gets the kill, but gonna be denied. And Piggy with the Mac 10 makes quick work of Haley. Now Mama, Haley and the substitute in quotations, who's actually been around for more than the usual player so far this season anyway. He's going to be the last one left alive here, Sam, and she may not get an opportunity to keep that guard. No, she catches Licious off guard. She may even wish to try and deny that AK, but she doesn't want to waste a round of time. They're going to go in for the double peek. Piggy locks onto the head, gets the kill, and that's an extra AK in her hands, and oh god, just picks up the Galil.
At least things starting to look a little rough here for TFR. And bearing in mind, again, this was their map pick. This is where they brought us. We had some kind of questions about this. We knew that Vertigo historically were banning out Vertigo? EG were banning out Vertigo. And so maybe TFR thought, well, if they pick into it, maybe they have a chance. But team as good as EG, even on their worst map, they're still going to do well. Very few opportunities left here for Team Factor Ruby to claw their way back in.
Catalyst with the AWP. I'm excited to see what she's going to be able to do, but it's going to be Reef for the first initial fight and misses the shot. Only hits the shoulder. Jess may get caught off guard, and even though she still managed to find one. Pippi with the trade-off, but advantage still very much on the side of EG. And oh god, they just charged on through. Zero chill on these players at the moment. Garden trying to prove herself here. 13-10 at the moment on the board. 2 kills this round. This real buy round from Factor Ruby. Looking like a 15th round on the board. They're not going to be able to properly buy up on any of the other players next round. And Haley she got caught off guard completely. Doesn't recognize that smoke, and Catalyst goes wild, but denied an opportunity to be able to go in for, well, the defusal. And that's going to be the 15th round on the board for EG.
Call me crazy. I'm going to go ahead and say not worth. Yeah, I figured maybe they'd hold on to those weapons coming into match or map point. I always say match, I don't know why. Coming into map point with like no money. It's a barrage of MP9s and a FAMAS. Like, could have had a rifle, could have had an AWP, but no. Instead, they push it, and now it's well, it's probably GG. Probably GG.
It is looking like that. And it's hard to try and figure out any other opportunities here. EG going to be playing aggressive over towards B. I think they should be able to have this one in the bag. There is Pippi on site, but she's going to get burnt out in a moment, I'd imagine. Use of utility should make sense. The nade's going to be coming through, does a little bit of damage there. The mollies that I'm talking about, she's going to get burnt alive. Burnt to cinder. She goes over the peak. She gets an opportunity, fails. Haley flashed her own teammate by accident. It was quite off guard. And now going to be able to get a double kill herself. Mama with one. They have an opportunity to shine. But the trades are coming in thick and fast. These MP9s going to have to do a lot more work here. The kill's going to be ran out. It's going to be Catalyst. Last one left alive in this final round. The kill comes through. Jess shuts the book on that. And that is going to be the last page of Vertigo. The map pick from Team Factor Ruby. GG well plays EG.
Yeah, talk about a one-sided affair. Unfortunately, TFR just could not find their footing. They came into the half with 4 rounds. It